During the 2000s, we've seen plenty of artists come and go. Drop a hit, blow up out of nowhere, enjoy their time in the spotlight for a little bit, but more times than not, with a quick rise to the top, they'll fall off just as fast, disappearing from the public's conscience, only being brought up for that one hit, with many people thinking that one song was all they had in the chamber when it comes to their music. Now, one-hit wonders get a bad rap. People think that just because they fell off or left the music scene entirely, that somehow equates to them having bad music. And the other side of people, as I just mentioned, will go listen to that one song and then sit and wonder what happened to the artist and question why they never made any music past that. Meanwhile, neither side actually goes to check out these people's music to confirm any of their thoughts. And you know what? I was one of them people, but we gonna change that today, man, because today I'm checking out 4 one-hit wonders' first albums to see if their catalog holds up to the song that put them on. Now real quick, with the plethora of one-hit wonders from the 2000s, I'm thinking about making this an ongoing series on the channel, just chilling and reviewing the albums of the people whose music never got a second chance. I feel like it'll be fun, you know what I'm saying? Now with that being said, I don't know every one-hit wonder out here, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all got somebody y'all want me to talk about, say something in the comments, man. Now before we start, welcome to my childish nature. I hope you enjoy your stay. And if you end up liking it, go ahead and subscribe, man. Let's try to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of June. Now with that being said, let's get into this first album.
Always overcome those trends and those labels, because, you know, everything kind of, if it's a trend, it comes to an end. And really what allows you to survive is good music. Separated art from the technique.
Buddy, the song is called 1,000 Miles. Put your hands together for Vanessa Carlton.
Welcome to the kingdom.
Charging in hot in the spring of '02, after releasing a song that quite literally took over the world, we got Vanessa Carlton with Be Not Nobody. Now, unlike the other projects I'm gonna talk about throughout this video, this is not my first time hearing this album. My first time hearing this album was like sometime last year. I don't know when, but last year. And I specifically remember not liking it. Like I thought it sounded like too dark, I just wasn't feeling it at the time. But it is now the year of 2024, and I have since listened to this album at least 4 or 5 times. And I must say, I was fried out my mind thinking this album was trash, man. This thing is beautiful. This is a beautiful piece of work. This is what you call art, man. Getting into the track list, she opens the album up with Ordinary Day. And if you have not heard Ordinary Day, go listen to Ordinary Day. This is top 5 Vanessa Carlton songs, and I don't think it's 4 or 5. This song is beautiful, and it is honestly shocking that this song didn't go to be even bigger than 1,000 Miles. The melody she sings, the production. Let's start real quick. Let's get into the production, because if there was one thing that this album excels at, it's the production. The production is near perfect on this album, man. Like, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Vanessa is not the best singer. Like, she could sing, but it's very obvious that she has limitations with the range that she has. If I could compare her level of vocal talent to anybody, I'll give it to Taylor Swift. Like, you can tell they can sing, but they ain't about to do nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? But what she lacks in her vocal range, she more than makes up for it with her skills on the piano. This woman's talent with the piano is just amazing. And then you add the assistance of Ron Flair on top of that, you in for a treat, man. Like I said, Ordinary Day, amazing. She keeps the energy going with the next song, Unsung, which was a cool little bop, nothing crazy. Then of course you got 1,000 Miles. Then she cools it down with a song like Pretty Baby, which is almost like a lullaby. Not that that's the issue, it still hit. Then we get into Rinse, which is a song that carries kind of like a darker atmosphere to it. Like when I said I didn't like the album last year, this is probably one of the main songs that made me not like it. I don't have an issue with the song now. Is it one of my favorites? No, but you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it now. Sway comes in with some nice drums and a crazy guitar. Then we get Prince, where the drummer get to show off, man. Bro did his thing on this, man. But of course, not just the drummer. Vanessa did her thing too. Her melodies easily get stuck in your head, man. Other than Ordinary Day, Prince is easily one of the best songs off this album. Then off of that, we get into Painted Black, which I could really do without, for real. Like, I don't think any song on this album is bad per se, but if we had to get rid of one, it'll be this. Painted Black, you can go. But from Painted Black, we go right back up in quality with Wanted, which is a beautiful piano ballad, man. And then we cap it all off with Twilight, which is, I'ma sound like a broken record, also one of the best songs on this album. Beautiful way to end off the album. Just overall cold track, man. Catchy melody, all that. One thing I have to give this album that sticks out from the rest that we're about to get into today is although this album was made in 2002, it doesn't sound like 2002. Like obviously you can hear certain trends of melodies and whatnot that was prevalent then in some of this, but with the use of real instruments and with Vanessa's intentions coming through clearly on this album. Like this stands the test of time. You can listen to this album right now and it does not sound dated whatsoever, man. And I know I've been gassing up this album for a good minute now. I ain't trying to say it's a perfect album, like it's some like legendary thing that should be heard through the masses. But for what it is, this is a great album, man. And I truly recommend y'all go listen to this, man, because it hit. Now, if you want to hear more about Vanessa and her music, I suggest you go watch this video where I break down the beginning of her career all the way to where it is now. I even talk about her other 2 albums that's even better than this one. So go check out that video, man. But for this album, like I said, it ain't like the best thing of all time, but it is a good piece of work. This is a great piece of work. I gotta give it at the least an 8 out of 10, at the most 8.5. I'll go with 8.5 out of 10, man. With that being said, let's get into the next album.
A lot of people wonder what my hair looks like under my hat. This is it.
Welcome to the kingdom.
Gavin DeGraw is one of one, because not many people can say they had their biggest hit become the theme song of one of the biggest TV shows on television. But nonetheless, we have 2003's Chariot. And real quick before we start the review, I'm just not finding out that bro really ain't a one-hit wonder. He got hits under his belt, man. So yeah, I would do something about that, but you know what I'm saying? He already in the thumbnail. I done listened to the album about 5 times already. We rolling with it, I don't care. That being said, we have 2003's Chariot. A solid piece of work from Gavin DeGraw, man. Coming in with that alternative rock sound, showcasing his vocals, and my goodness, bro can sing, man. If Gavin DeGraw was gonna do one thing on his album, it's sing. Amazing vocals, man. Bro went crazy. Getting into the track list, he starts off this album with 2 beautiful pieces of work. Follow through, go hard, it's catchy, it's hypnotizing. He got it. Chariot, let me talk about Chariot. Chariot is the best song off this album without a shadow of a doubt. This is a hit. You want vocals, he delivered on it. You want bridges, he got it. You want build up, he did that, man. This is a beautiful song. I don't know how else I can say it. This is crazy. And it blows my mind away that this song is not one of his biggest hits. From Chariot, we go to Anyways, which is a hit. It was catchy. The song Just Friends is honestly forgettable. If you asked me to sing a lyric from it, I honestly couldn't give you anything. This is not the only forgettable song. I would mention other ones, but I forgot about them. But he does end up bringing my attention back with songs like Belief and Meaning, with Meaning being the second best song on this album. Now going back to the forgettable songs, just because I called them forgettable, it doesn't mean I think they're bad. They're solid. If I could remember it, I would tell you they're solid. To keep it 100, I don't think there's any bad songs on this album. Now there's songs I don't like. For that, we got 2 of them. With Chemical Party and the song I Don't Want to Be Anything. I never liked that song. It was always annoying. It's still annoying. I don't like it. That's really it. Those 2 songs ain't really my speed, so I don't mess with them. Other than that, my only critique of this album, outside of some of the songs being forgettable, I don't think it does that much to stand out. Like, dude can sing. The production is good. But other than that, like if these songs came on the radio and I didn't know who it was, I would just think it's your standard 2000s alternative rock song. So like I said, it sounds good. There's just not too much going on to differentiate it from other alternative sounds that was out at the time, you know what I'm saying? So overall, Gavin DeGraw's Chariot, I'm gonna give a solid 6 out of 10, man. Now don't get it twisted, 6 out of 10 don't mean it's bad. It's just you know what I'm saying? I have no issue turning this album on a rainy day, just chilling and vibing. But at the same time, there's better options. Shout out Gavin DeGraw. On to the next one, man.
Hello, my darlings. It's TK. I know it's been a long time, but I'm back. And here is Beyonce's 1+1, which is one of my personal favorites off of this album for. Here it goes.
Welcome to the kingdom.
Popping off on MySpace with I Wish You Loved Me, we got Tanisha Kelly with the Chronicles of TK. Now listen, Tanisha Kelly is a beast. This chick's voice is mind-blowing, bro. Let her pop up nowadays, she'll be singing circles around your favorite R&B singers, man. And there was no better example of that than with her hit, I Wish You Loved Me, man. I love this song. From the production, her vocals, everything about the song is just perfect, bro. I'll have this song on repeat, never getting tired of it. And not only this song, but also My Everything, which is such a smooth, chill vibe, bro. I remember just bumping that song on the bus on my way to work, looking out the window, the snow coming down. I hated working there, but those vibes just brought peace for like 10-15 minutes for me, man. With these two hits in her arsenal, I was excited to see what she had in store for a whole entire studio album. And my lord, am I disappointed. Oh my goodness. If this ain't some of the most basic sounding late 2000s R&B, man, some of these songs are so generic, they sound like they belong in a Disney Channel movie, man. Like at any given moment, you could have heard a Disney Channel original movie, and it wouldn't sound out of place. Now, not every song on the album follows that formula. For instance, the first song on the album, Conversations with God. It's some real nice production on that, man. The beginning of the song is cinematic with the sounds of the city in the background. It hyped me up for real. It had me thinking we was really about to get into something, man. The album just went stale. And I don't know about y'all, but to me, if you're single, it's the best song on the album, and after that, everything else is just stale. That ain't good, man. Now I seen that she has a second album, and her project even got a remaster. So I'm thinking maybe this one was the sleeper, and the second one was the hit. I don't know. Y'all tell me, should I go listen to the second album? But for the first one, Chronicles of TK, I might have to give it just a 4 out of 10, man. 2 songs out of 13, that's not great. I'm just disappointed because I really did want to enjoy this, but it is what it is. Let's get to the last album, man.
In time, when I'm racing with destiny,
Welcome to the kingdom.
It was December 2008. Now, I don't remember if it was Christmas or not, but me and my sisters were playing with our Christmas toys. While playing, they had the remote, so they put on Tiffany Evans' Promise Ring. I remember hearing that song back then and just loving the vibe of it, man. Loving the fun, bubbly vibe of it. I love this song, man. To this day, it's still in my rotation. The bouncy beat, the amazing vocals, and just the fluttery vibes of it all, man. Just a fun, innocent R&B song about a promise ring. A promise ring of all things. Like, who sings about promise rings nowadays, man? It's beautiful. Now, I can't lie. After listening to Tanisha Kelly's album, I was scared to listen to this, man. I was scared to be let down again, man. But thankfully, Tiffany Evans, with her self-titled album, knocked it out the park, man. This album is so fun to listen to from front to back, man. I done heard this album about 4 times now. And each time, it did not disappoint. First off, her vocals are amazing, but I ain't got to say that, y'all heard it. The production is amazing. It just reminds me of everything I love about 2000s R&B, man. But enough gassing it, let's get into the track list. Starting off with, of course, the heavy hitter, Promise Ring. Then sliding in with I'm Grown featuring Bow Wow. Now, I'm gonna be real, this song is not my favorite. If I'm going to listen to this album again, I'll most likely skip it, but nonetheless, it's still a cool song. Then we get into Impossible, which I cannot lie, it kind of scared me, man. I thought I fell into the same trap of Disney Channel music, man. But then we get into Thinking About, which is a song with so much bounce and swing to it, man. And the way she used her vocals on it, man, like it sounds like a hit. I'm surprised it's not one. From there, we roll into Can't Walk Away, which, if I can describe this song in one word, it's Vertigo Arrow. You might be confused right now, but I'm telling you, look at this picture, then go listen to the song. You gonna know exactly what I'm talking about, man. Lay back and chill, it's a self-explanatory song. Peak vibes, man. Feel like I'm riding down the street in my Cadillac with this song going. We got Girl Going Wild, which got some Aaliyah vibes to it, with her basically just calling out all the fake females. Then after that, we get About a Boy, which is just such a cute song, man. I know that's a heartbreak song, but it's a cute heartbreak song, man. I know some of y'all used to cry to the song back in the day, don't lie. Favorite Broken Heart, it got similar to vibes to About a Boy. It's still a hit regardless, though. Again, it's a vibe, and Angels on Earth. Vocals. This album kept me entertained through and through, man. Other than a song like Impossible, there was not a dull moment on here, man. Like, Tiffany did her thing. She brought the vocals, she brought the swag, she brought it all, man. And for that, I'm gonna give this album an 8 out of 10. I will be going back to listen to this album, and I will be enjoying it. Shout out Tiffany Evans, man. She made beautiful work, man. This album is a piece of art, man. And speaking about pieces of art, Vanessa Carlton, she's still there. Check her out. Yeah.